It came from the third dimension.
3D Newsbite.
Every warrior has a beginning.
I'm on a new level.
For 600 years, our ninja have brought peace to the world.
I'm on a new level.
I need warriors like you. Join us.
What do I have to do? The journey from here is yours to decide.
Hello, hello, hello. This is Adolph, and I have with me Classic Jake.
Howdy.
And today we're talking about a new trailer that came out for Snake Eyes, G.I. Joe Origins. And this is coming out on July 23rd, and I guess it's a prequel to the G.I. Joe movies? I don't know. Jake?
Yeah. Okay. Last time I saw G.I. Joe was before they even had Kung Fu Grip.
So I haven't seen any of the G.I. Joe movies.
I saw one and I had no idea what was going on. I think Bruce Willis was in it. Only thing I remember about it is this 3D is not bad.
So this seems like pretty much a standalone movie and about the character Snake Eyes. Now I have no idea what the plot is, but I just see a whole bunch of ninja action and it's like, okay, cool.
I have no idea who Snake Eyes is, to be brutally honest. I'm like, that's Henry Golding. I know who he is.
And knowing is half the battle.
G.I. Joe.
He looks like Deadpool.
I've seen him in lots of movies. It's looking like he wants to take a flex again, like he did for Paul Feig in A Simple Plan. Play something other than the dashing romantic lead, and like Crazy Rich Asians and Last Christmas, stuff like that. So
I did kind of joke around that he looks like Deadpool because his outfit, the red outfit, looks very similar to Deadpool. He just has a really cool helmet.
He's like the anti-Deadpool. I mean, he's just the classic old school Hollywood heartthrob, and there he is on, just. I'm like, it's what little I know of Snake Eyes. It's weird seeing him without his helmet on. But I mean, if you're gonna cast Henry Golding, you're not gonna put a helmet on him.
Now, how familiar are you with the G.I. Joe figures / cartoon?
Zero. Never seen it. I couldn't. I know they've started making real tiny. That G.I. Joes aren't just 12-inch action figures that they added Kung Fu Grip to.
Hands that hold on with the Kung Fu Grip. The grip you help Joe use in self-defense. G.I. Joe with Kung Fu Grip. The hands that grip.
So, this is obviously from Hasbro, since they own the rights to G.I. Joe.
Yeah, now. I mean, when I was playing with them, I think that was... I don't know. I have not messed with a G.I. Joe in decades.
So, yeah, the original figures were from the 1960s, and I remember them being kind of like the same kind of thing with the 80s, with like Transformers, and they're always having their PSAs at the end, and, the whole meme joke, and now you know.
Remember, it's better to tell the truth.
And that's no lie. Now we know.
And knowing is half the battle.
G.I. Joe.
I've never seen any of the cartoons and any of that stuff, partially because by the time they started merchandising G.I. Joe that way, I was way too old. And honest, my main interest in G.I. Joe was to dress him up like Captain Action. I was more interested in superheroes than I was in soldiers, because I lived on a military base. I was surrounded by real soldiers. So why would I play soldiers?
So yeah, we don't have that much to talk about because I don't know what the hell's going on in this trailer.
The stuff, the trailer's cut like. I'm thinking this looks like a leak. I mean, it doesn't even look like a finished. I'm like going, is this supposed to be a trailer? you get these weird cuts. I'm like, was this originally supposed to be like where they put trailer starts now or something? I mean, it's just weird. Looked like it was cut with a pair of rusty hedge clippers. I mean, action looked good. I mean,
Yeah, I think they could have just not even put G.I. Joe in there and just put Snake Eyes, and I
yeah.
think most people would be like, oh, cool, it's a new ninja movie, sure.
So initially I was thinking, did somebody remake that old Nicolas Cage, Brian De Palma movie? I mean, that was my first thought. It's like, why would somebody remake that? Because it's such a Nick Cage thing.
So here's the official plot synopsis. Snake Eyes G.I. Joe Origins stars Henry Golding as Snake Eyes, a tenacious loner who is welcomed into the ancient Japanese clan called the... I'm not going to pronounce that. Asher... Okay, I'll try. Cage. After saving the life of his heir apparent. Upon arriving in Japan, they teach Snake Eyes the ways of the Ninja Warrior while providing something that he's been longing for, a home. But with secrets from the past are revealed, Snake Eyes' honor and allegiance will be tested, even if it means losing trust of his closest people around him. Based on the iconic G.I. Joe character Snake Eyes. Yeah, it just sounds generic as hell.
Sounds like an even more expensive toy commercial.
This is coming out on July 23rd. Or he's scheduled to come out because who knows how things are going to be right now. That's a good caveat because it's scheduled. It may change. Who knows? Now, it doesn't say 3D in here, which is really disappointing. For now, I'm going to assume it is because the last ones were, and this is the kind of movie that you expect it to be 3D. But right now, the poster says only in theaters and see it in large format and Dolby Cinema and IMAX. So it's like, okay.
Sometimes that means 3D, sometimes it doesn't.
This was supposed to come out a while ago, I think, too, right? I think I got delayed.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So it's supposed to be a 2020 release. So on Wikipedia, of all sources, it says it's a 3D movie. But obviously Wikipedia is not a primary source. It is a good starting point source to start your investigation. But yeah, it's been in development since 2018. And it was filmed in 2019. So I guess it's it says it wrapped filming in February of 2021, according to Wikipedia. And it's been done. So I guess I don't know why it shouldn't have 3D if it's not already done and everything recorded. And so that was if it wrapped up before the pandemic started, I can imagine that they had some reshoots here and there. Yeah, I imagine that they should be in 3D. I don't see why they couldn't convert it in that amount of time.
Yeah, but there's no telling what markets will get it and if it'll get a home video release somewhere in the world.
The poster looks pretty cool. I don't know what the red squares are about, or red rectangles, but cool.
Yeah.
All right, I guess that's all. We can't really talk about this because there's nothing else really going on. It's just a whole bunch of things, and it's a very generic story, very cliche.
Yeah, so if you are familiar, if you, it looks like it might be fun. I mean, I like Henry Golding, so, I mean, I may not have any idea what's going on, but I like Henry Golding, so.
And I like ninja stuff, so I'm game. I'm not negative.
Yeah, yeah, mm-hmm.
I don't know how it's going to connect to the G.I. Joe universe, so whatever, but,
Heck, I didn't even know there was a G.I. Joe universe, so.
I mean, now you know, and knowing is half the battle.
G.I. Joe!
Yeah. And
now that's how you end the show. Bye.
Bye.
Before this podcast wraps up, I want to thank my patrons. Thank you, Kano3D, Mr. Bengal 5, and Kevin Winter for your financial support on Patreon.com.
So that's going to be it for this podcast. Thanks for listening. You can find 3D or 2D on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Pinterest, Instagram, and more. Just look for 3D or 2D. Links are in the info box. If you want to send us listener mail, our email address is email3dortwo@gmail.com. Thank you for either listening or watching this podcast. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.